Hey everyone, Ben from Living Survival, and today I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite Leatherman multi-tools, so stick with me. So I try not to go anywhere without carrying some sort of multi-tool with me, or at least have one nearby. You never know when you're going to need an extra blade, maybe a set of pliers, screwdrivers, nail file, saw, scissors, you name it, the Leatherman can handle it. Now Leatherman makes some great keychain size and smaller multi-tools as well, such as the Juice series and this Leatherman Micra. But today we're going to be focusing on the Leatherman Surge, the Leatherman Wave, the Leatherman OHT or one-handed tool, the Leatherman Rebar, and the Leatherman Skeletal. Right off the bat, you can see that the sizes vary just a little bit. You can see that the Surge is actually quite a bit bigger than the Wave, although they're very similar. The one-handed tool just has a unique design all on its own. And then there's minor differences like whether the tools are on the inside or on the outside of the tool. For example, the Surge and the Wave, you can access things like the blade from the outside of the tool without having to open it up. The Rebar, you have to open the tool up to get to what's inside. And then we have the Skeletal, which again is sort of like the OHT and has a design all of its own. So let's start off with the Leatherman Skeletal. This is one of the newer Leathermans that I have and that I've been carrying lately. It does have a pocket clip, which is very nice. Some models come with a pocket clip, and some models like the Wave and the Surge, you can add an additional pocket clip. But this one comes with a nice deep carry pocket clip, so it's great for just carrying with you on the go or putting in your EDC kit. It has outside access to the knife. It's a combo knife, so it's got a serrated blade as well as a straight edge on the front portion of the knife. It's also got this carabiner, which is nice for clipping onto the outside of your pack, and then that also functions as a cap lifter as well. Then when you open the tool, you get access to the pliers, which is something that is different in a lot of the different Leatherman multi-tools. This one has a wire cutter as well as a pliers and then needle nose at the tip. And this one also has a bit driver where you can put different bits in the end of this tool by pressing this button here, and that will release it, and then you can put different bits in there. Leatherman makes something called their bit kit, and you can see that there's all different types of bits: Allen heads, torque screws, flat blades, Phillips, even down to the smaller, sunglass or glasses size screwdrivers. So this little bit kit, you can see it's got a super small form factor, and you can just slip this in the sheath of one of your Leatherman tools. I keep this with my Leatherman Wave, and it's nice because I always have access to different bits that I might need, and those bits will also work in the Skeletal. Now the Skeletal comes in 2 different models. It comes in this satin finish, and then you can also get it in a carbon fiber finish, which is awesome as well. The Skeletal is small and light, and although it doesn't have many tools on it, it has the most important, being a knife, cap lifter, and a screwdriver. So I get by with this one pretty well. Next one we're going to look at is the Leatherman Rebar. Now this is a favorite of a lot of people. It's just a rock solid tool. You can see that you access the tools from the inside of this one. It's got a fairly small form factor. You can see here it's about the same size as the Skeletal. As I said, all the tools are accessed from the inside, but the main thing that the Rebar has going for it is the 154 cm replaceable cutting blades for the wire cutters. That, and it has a great set of pliers and a great set of needle nose. It's very rugged and very powerful. Gives you a nice firm grip when you need pliers. Other tools inside the Rebar include a file, a flat blade screwdriver, an awl, another flat blade screwdriver, straight blade knife, serrated knife, a cap lifter / can opener, a sturdy Phillips, and a saw. All in all, a great option for ADC. I keep this one in my get home bag. Next up we have the Leatherman OHT. Now this one's pretty unique because you can deploy the pliers using just one hand. Handy when on a ladder, for example. It's got a locking system on the side that you twist to either lock or unlock the pliers so that they don't deploy on you in your bag or in your pocket, for example. When it's unlocked, you simply give it a quick flick and it'll deploy the pliers. It also is spring-loaded pliers, which make it really nice as well. Just like on the Rebar, the OHT features the same 154 cm replaceable blades on the wire cutters, a nice set of pliers, and a nice set of needle nose that come together at the very tip. There is no flipping this tool open, and all the tools are accessible from the outside. All the tools also have a picture of what they are on the outside. So you have a Phillips screwdriver, you have a flat blade screwdriver, a larger flat blade screwdriver, can opener / cap lifter, serrated blade, straight blade, a cutting tool, also an oxygen tank wrench, and a saw. The OHT also has an adapter where you can screw in a cleaning rod. It comes in either this color or black. The Leatherman OHT is a great all-around tool, a little bit larger than some of the others, but you do have the one-handed deployable pliers. Two of the most talked about multi-tools when it comes to survival are the Surge and the Wave. You can see the Wave is a little bit smaller. They both have similar tools and you can get them in several different options. This is the new version of the Leatherman Surge with upgraded pliers, but you can get it in this black oxide finish, a satin finish, and if you look hard enough, you can even get it in a camo version that I had many years ago. Just like on the OHT, the Surge features a few of the tools that are accessible from the outside without having to open it up. One of them is the knife, which is a nice, generous, longer blade. It deploys just by using your thumb, and then it locks into place. You simply depress the lock, and then you can put the blade away. On the outside of the Surge, you have 4 large tools. You have a large serrated blade, a large straight blade, a saw, which you can also put other bits in here, and it also comes with a file that's interchangeable, and a nice larger pair of scissors. On the inside of the tool, and you can see that these are brand new, these were sent to me the other day by a subscriber of mine. You can see this is the new model with the replaceable 154 cm cutting blades on the wire cutters, pliers, and needle nose as well. Other tools on the inside are an awl, a large and small flat blade screwdriver, can opener / cap lifter, and again the bit driver that you can replace and use different bits in. All of the tools on the inside do lock into place, and you press this button on the inside to release them. There's also a hole in the Surge where you can put a pocket clip or a lanyard as an accessory. My favorite of all has to be the Leatherman Wave. It's a little bit smaller and lighter than the Surge and features pretty much the same tools. You can get it in several different finish options. You can get it in the black oxide, the satin. It also now comes in this green or orange. You can also find it in blue, and there is a camo version floating around. The Wave is just a great mix of size and versatility as well as useful tools. It has tools that are accessible on the outside, and I find myself using this more than any other multi-tool. Just like the Surge, it also has this slot in the side where you can slide in the accessory pocket clip, making it nice for everyday carry. Just like on the Surge, you have a large straight blade, serrated blade, a nice saw that also works really well for striking a ferrocerium rod, and a file. You can see that the file is fixed and not replaceable as a bit, whereas on the Surge, you can interchange the file and the saw, and on the Surge you get the large scissors, whereas on the Wave you don't. Again, all of the tools lock into place with that little lock, and you depress it to unlock. On the inside of the Wave, no replaceable wire cutter blades like on the Surge, but you do get a nice pair of wire cutters, pliers, needle nose, and then several different tools on the inside. The other tools on the inside of the Wave are a pair of scissors. Now they're not as large as the ones on the outside of the Surge, but they work really well. A flat blade screwdriver, a small sunglass screwdriver, which you can flip around from flat to Phillips, a bit driver, again, very similar as on the Surge and the OHT, and then a cap lifter / bottle opener. As I showed you before, you can get the bit kit and further extend the usefulness of this bit driver. Some of the tools also feature a ruler, which is actually pretty useful. There's one on the Wave, the Surge, and also the Rebar. There's also several different sheath options that you can get with your Leatherman tools. This is the standard nylon sheath. This is the one that I use for my Wave. I also have a little flashlight in the side. You can see that there's these little nylon pockets on the side. So this works really well for the Wave. And then I can also slide the bit kit right into the back of the pouch into the other compartment there. So I have the Wave, the bit kit, and a flashlight. And this works great for my survival kit or bug out bag, as well as just keeping in the car or keeping handy whenever I need a multi-tool. You can also get this more tactical nylon sheath that features MOLLE webbing on the back, as well as being able to put it on your belt loop. This one came with the Surge. Now they also make a leather sheath, which is nice as well. So I want to give a big shout out to Cameron, one of my subscribers and friends. He's starting a YouTube channel, so I'm going to post some links below so you guys can check that out. The tool I carry the most often is the Leatherman Wave, but you can see that all of them feature similar tools and all of them are unique in their own way. I'm going to post some links below to Leatherman's website where you can pull up all their multi-tools, and you can also compare them side by side so you can see more of what's different as well as current pricing. I use my multi-tool on a daily basis, and it's nice that I don't have to go far to find one because I include them in all my kits, and like I said, I'll even carry one on my pocket instead of a folding knife. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Please give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment below and let me know what your favorite multi-tool is. I always appreciate it when you share my videos on social media, Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. And as always, click that red subscribe button for more videos.